And the clearinghouse just cleared him 2 weeks ago. So he's a freshman at Long Beach State. Mark Hill. A cat, it's how small the world is. When I first met Mark, he needed a ride to unofficial at Arizona State. He had another AAU team, and they didn't do it. His high school coach didn't do it. I said, my mother stay out there, I'll take you. And I took him. And I brought him back home. His daddy said, man, that's Rockhead. That's my OG homie. And that's how small the world is. And since then, I sent him to prep school. I called the coach from Tulsa and told the coach I got a kid. Coach never saw him play. Came to my workout and said he got a full ride. All right. And Lance Bell walked on it, Dillard, against all odds, took his butt out there, and did everything he can to stay focused. Well, the coach now gave him a partial scholarship, but Lance ain't gave up. He come home, I find, like Jim do with so many of us, we find stuff for him to do to make money. He said, well, I don't want you to give me nothing. I want to come do stuff for it. And every time he come home, he works. He does things where he go out there and support himself at Dillard. And I told him, you put forth that effort and take responsibility for your own actions, I got you. And I've had Lance, and Lance has continued to be focused. Lance.
All right, Lance. All right.
Justin, come over here. This kid, Palmdale, the hardest place to get college coaches to look is Antelope Valley. And I'm going to tell you, because of him, because of Chris Faber, them coaches are going out there now. They going to Antelope Valley. They know there's talent out there. SMU, full ride.
Wow.
Oh, Jonathan Malloy. Compton Centennial. A heck of a cat. Worked hard, full ride, Sacramento State. My present group. Each one of my kids in this group, each one after the end of the summer, when the coaches can call you, each one of these kids from Devontae Elliott to Garrett Johnson to Spaghetti to Merced to Tony Freeland to Jules Montgomery to Mr. English to Kevin, they're my 2011 kids. They're the babies. But out of the main group who's going to be seniors in class of 2009, all of them got at least 5 offers from Division I schools. Wow. At least 5 offers. And I'm going to tell y'all something else real quick. If it wasn't for this man right here, I wouldn't be standing here. Most of my kids understand, certain parents know, I would be dead or in jail for the rest of my life if it wasn't for this man. Most of y'all know where I've been and where I came from. Being incarcerated most of my life, not having my mother part of my life by my choice, not having any respect for any adult ever in life by my choice, living in the hole for 8 years of my 11 years total I did straight. When I got out, if it wasn't for this man right here, it wasn't for Jim Brown, if it wasn't for the American curriculum, me taking responsibility for my own actions and not pointing fingers, not looking for excuses, I wouldn't be standing here. And that's the truth. So as much as I love everything that I do, I understand where it comes from. I had something in me, this man said, Rock, you got character. I never understood what character was. I just thought I wanted to be the baddest cat in the world. In one sense, I thought I was. A quick one real quick. Ain't nobody ever slapped me. I like saying this because it shows you, it showed me that I had to grow up. And one day me and the big fella was slap boxing. Hey, y'all see his hands, right? Hey, it was a good one. I went like this. I went to my back because I always packed. He said, hey, Rock, I can't help it, I'm older and faster than you. And I had to look at him, and I had to understand. I'm like, damn, I gotta accept this. And sometimes in dealing with the Life Management Skill Curriculum, dealing with my attitude change, because I felt the right thing to do, I had to make certain changes. I had to humble myself first. I had to deal with me for who I am as a human being, but not as Rockhead Johnson, the gang member or the ex-convict, but Rudolph Rockhead Johnson as the human being. And once I realized that, and once I started living the curriculum, it allowed me to create the American Icon basketball, which gave me an opportunity. And since 1998, I got a total of 135 kids in Division I schools. And with that opportunity, when I ride y'all as he ride me. But this ain't peaches and cream. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know my father, but the things he taught me and the way he rode me and the way he challenged my mind, if that was a father supposed to do, then he did what he's supposed to do as a father to me. And I appreciate that, and I love him for that. And I'm glad that the families and the players are here today to share this with the American family as a whole. And I thank Mrs. Brown, Mr. Brown, and the little Browns for opening up their home today and sharing this moment with all of us, because I think this is a moment that needs to be shared.
I don't know why I'm so weak.
It's okay.
You Jim Brown. You could just stand there, brother. It's all good. It's all good. Love you anyway.
Let me say this. This is all I live for. And to see my man work so hard over the years to deal with these young men, to help their lives to meet their parents, to resist all the temptation of revenge. His daughter was shot. He's been through everything. He has a son named Little Rock that he loves to death. And he got back with his mother, and these young men became his life. And on occasion he would bring them up, and we would relate, and he would not let anyone defray him from his journey, and never getting too much credit from anyone, but sticking the course. And I love him, I love his strength, I love what he represents. But even more than that, today I see parents that trusted him and allowed him to deal with your children and came together today. There's a lot of you here to show that respect. This is what we do. And he is one representative of a lot of young people across this country that's doing the same thing. And how great a day can it be for me to be here with my wife, who makes all the sacrifices, and my two babies, and to have them recognized by great minds, because when you came into the house and you saw their spirit, you recognized it had to come from somewhere. And to have the friends that are here today, you know, Mike, and to have kids that I've helped raise that you don't even know about, Natasha and her kids who call me granddaddy. And this is just really among us. But how much greater can it be? And everything that's reflected, and me getting this award reflects back to you. And because these tears are in my eyes, it's not a sign of weakness. It's really a sign of appreciation and true strength and true determination. Because, Rock, we did this, man, on our own. We did this because you and I got together. When you came to the house and I had the gangbangers up and you brought the kids from Compton. And we shared that all these years. And when no one else would represent me but you, you got on TV and represented the same thing, and here you are doing the same thing today. And we're going to go on and on and on. And from now on, each and every one of you is a part of this American family. And you don't have to give much, just give what you can give. And if you don't give it to us, just give it to another human being. Because our country's in trouble.